Immer noch Montag.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Oh. I tried to picture Iris's breasts swinging down there like that. And then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Mal gucken, gibt es hier noch irgendwas Interessantes? Aber ich glaube hier nicht. Forklift. Tires of the forklift and the ground they're on are clearly frozen.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
It's a workbench. There's nothing on it now. The switchboard installed in the back of the warehouse.
Get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
Yeah, maybe
what
you're
are you
not.
talking about, Iris?
A nice cutting machine. A forklift. I don't see anything special about it. There's a lot here. Hier war doch noch eine Box.
What the hell?
The box made me think of, like, a giant robot.
A what?
You know, from kaiju movies.
Again, what?
Okay. Do you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah, technology related to really small things. Like, really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
I can't even create. Ja, genau.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long.
Ich meine, ich habe ja nichts dagegen, wenn man die in der Story benutzt. Fand ich hier jetzt auch nicht irgendwie nervig. Aber bei Metal Gear Solid war es schon wirklich irgendwann echt ein bisschen lächerlich, wo alles Nanomachines. Und die Erklärung hier, Nanomachines. Und worum geht's in diesem Spiel? Nanomachines. Noch mehr Nanomachines. Because Nanomachines, Nanomachines, Nanomachines.
Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Do you know about the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right?
Oh, echt?
Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Do you know about the Wadjet system?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is. It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
So here's how sync works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Sinkers like me equip the sink gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nano cables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, "Go away," and push them back?
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sink to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
Ich meine, es wird klappen, aber wäre ein bisschen umständlich.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them.
Und wo?
One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes.
Da.
The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree, and on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the sinker and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Okay, ergibt Sinn.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Because of this, the sinker's data goes inside the subject's brain, and the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We sinkers break into the house, look for clues, and leave, all within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the sinker would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Summarize.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear. Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah,
And then somehow, I resurrected.
yeah.
Date, that means you're... Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
Matsushita Diner. Ja, ob Ota da ist? Ich wollte ja noch was essen.
Ah, I'm so hungry.
Tessa?
Der Blick.
Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Ota flew into the kitchen. Iris watched him go and took a seat. You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah, my dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure, my treat, Date.
Oh, danke. Mal gucken, was gibt's hier so? Disposable chopsticks. Table. There's a menu on the table.
Kuroda Kazuaki's grilled tongue with salt.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Mayumi's juice with mold.
None of us can figure out what that sauce is.
Date, a Martian.
That's just a stool.
A lucky cat statue.
Meow.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know? It's good luck to imitate a cat in front of one of these.
Really?
Meow? Guess I'll have good luck.
Ich habe noch nie davon gehört. Ich habe immer noch das Gefühl, dass Alba sich das ausgedacht hat, um in der Hoffnung, dass Date das dann nachmacht. A bookshelf. It's got stickers on the side of it. Oh, ich glaube, ich weiß sogar, welche Stickers das sind, aber das kommt noch. An old CRT
Hey,
television.
Date! I've got this video of girls in bikinis washing this armored car. Wanna watch?
Absolutely not.
Ja, ganz genau das. Menus written on the wall on Tanzaku paper. A beer ad on the wall.
Date, you're drooling.
Oh, I'm just really hungry.
Nothing but a window.
Oh, that's Hayashi Samba's Hayashi Vangole.
Who?
Ja, genau. Some celebrity signature. Ist das ein Besen? Moment. Ein Mop. It's a mop.
Hey, Tessa, could you kick that bucket there?
Sure. Like this?
Yeah, but more.
Like this?
Why?
This is awesome!
I did not realize there was someone more perverted than Date.
Why? Was? Wie? Hä? Verstehe ich nicht. Habe ich noch nie gesehen. The counter. Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
Because I can.
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
How about
No,
no?
thanks. I'm fine.
Swinging door. A low table. Oh, it says good luck. Noch eine Miezi? Noch eine Miezi. Da war doch auch ein Kalender. It's November, but that calendar says January. Looking closely at it, even the year is wrong. This is old. It's a clock.
Hey, what has two hands on its face?
A mom playing peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, she's not wrong. A cordless phone.
Ring ring. Who's on the phone?
Who cares?
That got shut down quickly. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
You've been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
Yeah, no shit.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
About Iris's resurrection.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
Nothing. I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
About the parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Kenn ich doch aus Virtuous Last Reward.
If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? Rock.
Shoot.
Tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands. Shaky,
Yeah.
shaky.
Shaky, shaky. I shook hands with Iris.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
Why did I choose rock?
Ist total am Boden zerstört.
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela Effect? Or the Booba Kiki Effect?
Oh, Mandela Effect. Da ist Christian doch ein großer Freund
Or
von.
the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. Booba Kiki Effect?
Dante, look at this picture.
Iris pulled up a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird?
Ja, das hängt mit den phonetischen Klängen zusammen.
In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Okay.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, jetzt geht's in die Richtung vom kollektiven Unterbewusstsein.
There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
100 million balls.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
Balls.
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. Yet, here we are. Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million.
Muss eine echt große Kiste
Would you
sein.
be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Mhm.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
The Mandela Effect.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Aha.
Well, yeah, the former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened.
I'm sure boss can.
When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela Effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings.
Wie heißen die noch? Irgendwas mit Stein und Steen.
Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car.
Wait, he wasn't?
But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Okay.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Yeah.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Pikachu, ja klar.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow.
Was? Moment, das muss ich gleich mal nachgucken.
And the design didn't change.
Hatte Pikachu nicht immer so einen schwarzen Dings am Ende vom Schwanz?
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela Effect is everywhere.
Doch, natürlich hat er
Why
das.
do you think that is?
Ah, ich werd verrückt.
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
Okay, offenbar nicht. Nein, das waren die Ohren, die das hatten.
That would explain it, I guess.
Iris is sitting in front of me. Okay, was hattest du? The spatial temporal man.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before, and most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
What about others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
The two sisters?
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it. And she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah, what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
And the lost friend?
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
Was?
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets.
Igitt.
The nerves were still connected, but
Oh Gott.
A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do.
Wie muss das überhaupt für einen selber aussehen?
Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
Und sowas kann tatsächlich angeblich passieren, habe ich mal gelesen.
So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out.
Natürlich nicht oft.
A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
Then A was just insane.
It is weird, and there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
Oh, vielleicht habe ich das sogar hier gelesen.
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but
Summarize for
When
me.
did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff.
Du versuchst also einfach nur wieder ihr zu gefallen.
Oh, hey, I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Oh, da war ja noch eine
Done.
Option. Wusste nicht, dass das jetzt hier überspringt. Oda brought the dish over. He laid out an omelette rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on
Bon
her face.
appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
Iris and I ate the omelette rice in near silence. There was no conversation. Just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. And before long,
Thanks for the food.
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Whoa! Da ist mir der Controller runtergefallen.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Gut, jetzt zu Marble, da sollten wir ja noch hin. Am Ende des Tages. Nee, war nur der Controller. Ich konnte so lange mit Enter die Texte weitermachen. Oh.
Hey, Mama, it's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Glad to hear it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone.
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who was good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Ich wollte es gerade erwähnen, aber zum Glück tut das Spiel das für uns schon.
Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain it properly, so I came up with a
I
lie.
have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool.
Another call came in.
Date, it's the boss.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Aha. I see.
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Dante. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
I told her I was going to Marble with Iris, and about who I was expecting to see there.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor? Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
Got it. Der Milky Sound Effekt. Perfektioniert. Golden Yokicho, 7 nach 10.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Date, on your 6.
Oh. Klingt nicht gut.
Two suspicious individuals approaching.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Dante!
Let's go.
Dante!
Stay right there.
Okay.
Okay. Oh Mann. Das wird jetzt der normalste Kampf aller Zeiten. Voll mit realistischen... Ach, was mache ich euch vor?
Damn. Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
If I grab Iris and try to run, we'll be shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. We can't go that way, which means...
shit. We gotta take care of them.
I have reached the same conclusion.
I've only got a single revolver.
Date, I have a plan. I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
Okay,
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
jetzt wird's Anime.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Okay. Oh Gott. Ich glaube, das muss ich mit der Maus machen. Hallo, Maus. Okay.
Look at that. Like a gift from heaven.
Wie bei Metal Gear Solid 2.
Are they stupid?
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus. Now, the burst shot. Shoot the portomag vending machine.
The portomac?
I said no questions. Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
Oh, konzentrieren. Oh, mit der Maus ist es richtig leicht. Mit dem Controller war das auch schwer.
Hey, this is... This is crazy! I've never seen anything like this before!
Yeah, they must be stupid.
You are too.
What?
The final step. But you don't have to do a thing.
Hello?
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar.
There's... What?
Don't use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready. We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure CO2.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time. Now let's go!
Ready? Here I go.
Oh Gott, das ist jetzt aber auch mit Maus nicht mehr so leicht. Ja doch. Hab nix gesagt. Ist doch leicht. Ich hab euch
All
gesagt,
according to my calculations.
manchmal ist das Spiel todernst, manchmal komplett Banane. Ist für alle was dabei. Well, that worked.
This is...
My place. The building's
Ooh.
got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
Ist wahrscheinlich irgendwo wieder bei jemandem und weint sich die Augen aus, weil ihr Zimmergenosse sich kein bisschen mehr um sie kümmert.
I checked her phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
Oh Gott. Immer noch. It's getting late, but Sunfish Pocket should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be in more danger with us.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever.
Bench Press, ich schätze mal, jetzt kommt nichts wirklich Interessantes. Ich will zumindest mal eben gucken. Nicht, dass ich irgendwas verpasse, was ich noch nicht kenne. I had a rabbit. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. Okay. Cushion on the sofa. Refrigerator. Door. Good. Oh, der Tisch. Coffee table. Carpet. A rug. About the unidentified attackers.
Iris, those guys who tried to kidnap you, do you have any idea who they were?
After a long silence, Iris spoke.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you. But now, I'll come clean. My life is being threatened by a secret society. They're called the Naixatloz, a group under the control of the Wadjet system. Their ultimate goal is to complete X00639. I discovered them and what they were up to, and now... Date, please help me! They're going to kill me!
Wait. Slow down.
About Naixatloz.
It's spelled Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nais. They're deeply connected to the Wadjet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders, all operating in secret.
What is X00639?
In geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude 100 degrees east, there's a satellite. It's about 150 feet long, quite big for a satellite.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long. The International Space Station is roughly 330 feet long. So this satellite she is describing is about half as big.
What is that?
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made. But by who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group.
Stimmt, von
in
dem Ding
Japan.
habe ich gehört, das gibt's tatsächlich.
It was on the news for a short while. No one could identify it precisely.
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite and that was it. But that's not the truth. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio.
Transmitter?
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do.
About their relation to the Wadjet system.
Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg, but no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space. It was transmitted to Earth in binary, as radio waves. They were caught by the space dev team at Elgorg, and when they decoded it, They found that it was a truly incredible source code. That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true, Iba?
It is patently ridiculous.
Summarize for me. So to summarize Iris' story, the Wadjet system AI was built by decoding radio waves sent out from outer space. A secret society called Naixatloz or Nice knows the secret of the Wadjet system and obeys its will. The ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter satellite X00639. Why is Wadjet building X00639?
I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the signal, create an AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
And after that?
After that,
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children? It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny.
Why do the members of Naixatloz follow Wadjet?
Nice and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nice benefits from that. In return, Nice helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nice is in militaries and corporations all over the world. To help build X00639.
Why does Wadjet want to keep Nice a secret?
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help? Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something, or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their own predictions. And they thought it was best to control certain parts of humanity from behind the scenes. But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Naixatloz.
Summarize for me again.
All right, I get it.
You do?
Not really, but she doesn't need to know that. But listening to your explanation, Nice doesn't sound like a bad organization.
No, that's not true. Think of how much money and resources are going to Nice. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty, and all the wars happening across the planet, and human trafficking and slavery. Nice has the power and resources to put an end to all of that, but they don't. They only care about themselves.
Enough with the nice jokes.
And they'll do anything to protect their own
No,
interests.
actually keep them coming.
They'll kill if they have to. Which is why I'm being targeted, because I found out their secret.
Where, on the internet? How and when did you learn all this?
Well, I can't say yet. But it's true. Believe me. Nice is dangerous. You have to understand, Date. You saw my dead body.
Do you think that you were killed by Nice in the parallel world?
Yes, I think so. You're the only person I can trust. Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
Think. Iris' story is, well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. But it is true that she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group. And it is true that I saw her dead body in the cold storage warehouse, and if that happened in a parallel world...
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
Iba, you use the Wadjet system too, right?
So what if I do? Do you suspect me, Date? Do you think I'm an agent of Nice? Fine. This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will discover if her story is true or not.
A sync. Of course.
Iris looks serious. Let's go.